Hello. So I'm just going to talk a few minutes about alchemy. I can get all my other things to stop talking too. I know that everyone has their own approach to magic and alchemy. I personally think that it's all about calibration. I think that all of these processes that I teach, all of the things about allowing and releasing, it's all to shore up our internal feelings about what we want to bring it to us. With alchemy, I like it to be more of a time of play. So I always encourage, when you're first starting out with this, let yourself be led to the items that just call out to you. Whatever it is, like when you're wanting to just mix things up with your ritual, if you're wanting to, while you're burning your energies, like releasing those things, if you wanted to throw in some other dry herbs or burn some other incense or sage, you could do that too. If you wanted to make like a vessel of water, moon water, or drinking water, or whatever the water you want to call it is, like a healing water, you could do that and leave that out and create that under the moon's energy and drink that. And as in a way of like, as I receive and drink this water, I'm releasing and I'm cleansing these things that no longer serve me in my body. And I'm making space for the things that I want to create, for the things that I want to allow, for the things that I want to manifest. So I'm hearing strange, very loud, strange noises out back. So while there's so many ways, there's so many ideas, there's so many things you can do when it comes to alchemy and with moon rituals. But really it's what feels accessible and real and tangible and like it's worth you doing. Like it's not too far out there. So like, for example, a friend of mine taught me about writing on a bay leaf and using that to burn and release. That the idea that the bay leaf, the properties in that, help carry my my desires back to the universe. Like it's like an enhancement to my work. So whatever it is, like if you're feeling inspired to like work with some crystals in your meditation, do that. If you're inspired to take a bath and put some of these herbs in the water because you feel like putting them in the tub with your body will help. Make sure there are things that are safe to be in your body. Usually if it's safe to eat it, it's safe to put it in your tub. But just make sure, please, do not put rocks, crystal stones in your tub. Do not put them in your drinking water. I say never put them in water, period. Just for the simplest, easy thing is when things are put in water, they start to break down, including rocks and crystals. In our body is like a sponge. We got all these things all over our bodies between the openings and the pores. All these places absorb. So we don't want to absorb parts of our crystals. We don't want to absorb parts of oils and or plants that are not safe to be ingested and or absorbed and or inserted into our body. So depending on whatever your magic is calling for, there's no rules there. There are parts of all of that in all of that. Just make sure you're being safe with your body. None of the magic should have to feel like you could be risking your life or limb. That's not magic. That's Russian roulette. That's not going to be something that I teach. Maybe that's not appropriate. But I don't think that's not what this is. Magic is about helping you believe. And a lot of times we use these properties, sage, bay leaves, thyme, rose petals, moon waters, feathers, eggshells, coffee grinds, soil from out back, sand from the beach. Anything that feels like I just want it, just get it. If you have never created an altar or had like a space, I would say do that, especially if you don't really know what you're doing, you just want these things around. let yourself kind of put it out. Get like a little plate, a wood cutting board. I used those a couple times, and just have the things before you. Maybe you just want to have them around. Maybe you have some salt and you like to just put your fingers in it before you start writing out your desires. Maybe that's like a cleansing and a purifying way. You know, some of these things will come to you and you don't even really know what you're doing or why you're doing it. It just feels like what you want to do. That's what you want to do. And then when you're done, when you're through your part where the magic part has flown through your body, your vessel, go to the Googles whenever you feel like it and just look it up. Well, I was playing with time. What is the spiritual properties of time? What are the spiritual properties of? What are the spiritual properties of? And just see, oh, the universe, it's saying, so it'll tell you like bay leaves are good for purifying. If you're feeling called to work with that, maybe there is, you know, your intuition is agreeing, like, let's do this purification thing. Maybe ask for other guidance if there's any other ways that you can receive that. Coffee is a big activator, like the same thing that it does in your body when you drink it. Imagine it doing that to your magic. So it's a big, like, so if you're wanting like a boost or an you might want to like stash some of like dry coffee grinds. I've saved coffee grinds from like the morning after I've used the coffee, so it's used. It would be trash. A lot of my alchemy, a lot of my magic is trash. Most of my magical properties are trash and or dead things. And that's just my own specific magic. Some of my friends work with oils and plants. Some of my friends, yeah, there's all different sorts of things, you know, there's all different sorts. I'm going to get ready to go, not give him Oreos because we have to eat dinner first. But I don't want to have that conversation in front of you guys because it's not pretty, y'all. I eat popsicle. Not a popsicle either. Yeah, popsicle. Have a great night. I hope that you can see this before the full moon. The full moon is tomorrow, which means anytime tonight, tomorrow, or even Sunday, if you're wanting to participate with the full moon, you're fully supported. And the moon does not need to be full or new to help you with your creations. It's just a time of stronger energies, more awareness, you know, and more awareness is more focus, is more energy. All of this is energy. So yeah, I'm here for any questions. Please feel free to do that. Reach out however it feels good to you. I think that's all. I'll be back soon. What's today? Today's Friday. Tomorrow I'll be back, probably talk a little bit more about full moon, planning what to do after you've cast your spell, set your wishes and intentions. And then I'm going to start a little bit of a conversation about shadow work and inner child connecting before we wrap up our workshop. I feel like I'm like 2, maybe 3 lessons away and it's all done. This one is definitely done. Bye.